Alright guys, welcome back. So in this particular one, we're going to be really looking at something exciting, which is DHCP configuration using a server, right? So of course, by now you already know how to get your router, your switches, and all of that. If you want to get, if you want to get your server, it's still that same section of your PC. You come to end devices and you see this thing here that says server, and just like that you're going to have a server Meraki server network controller. There are quite a lot of servers here though. Cyber observer, data historian server. Interesting. Let me just delete all of this. So yeah, that's how to get your server. Should you not know how to get your server, so quickly just go and maybe have exactly this topology on your network. So I had already done this. So I'm just going to like kind of like undo this and start afresh to some level. Right. So I'm just going to come to my PCs. You can see that they're already on HCP. I'm going to take them back to my 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 router already has. If I do show run, you see all the configuration. I already have assigned this. This is really like the configuration that's here already. So I'm going to do something pretty direct. We're going to erase all of this. Let's say right erase. Um, okay, let me see if I've erased it. See here. Okay, it's saying let me reboot the router. Just to be sure that all of that has taken in. While the router is rebooting, most likely, yeah, I'll just be fixing these guys back on static. I'm just doing this so that I may not really have to start from the beginning trying to, bring back all of this and do all of this configuration. I used this to teach in the last class, physical class. So while I want to do a recording here on YouTube, I said there might be no need. This is actually up now. Let's see. This guy is really not working. So maybe what I'm simply going to do, I'm just going to take out this router. Yeah, I'll take out this router. I'll bring in another router. Okay, so I'm bringing another router here. We'll have configuration. We'll just start it. We'll just have configuration and start it afresh, right? So yeah, you can also see here I have like code snippets to actually get to fix this. So without speaking much, let's really get right into this. So what we're going to be looking at here is how to use a dedicated server or a server to actually have or work with DHCP. Last time we were doing that with the router, but we can actually have a dedicated server for that. So here we're saying no conft, so we can go 0/0/0. We're adding the IP address, IP add 192.168. dot 10 dot 1 255 255 255 then no short. And for the interface on the left side, which is the section where we have our router located, right? We would just exit this interface and get into that interface 0/0/1. Please always ensure you confirm. Okay, you see, now that I was really thinking something. Yeah, I'm actually correct. 0/0/1. IP add here is 172.168.10. Let me just give it dot one. Okay, I didn't have my subnet max 255.255.255.0. Then no. I think another thing, we can actually have this IP helper address. Okay, let's say no shutdown. Helper address. So what does IP helper address? Specify a destination address for UDP broadcast. Okay, we can actually use we are going to use our server's IP address for that. So we haven't assigned an IP to our server yet. Maybe we have, so we're going to fix that. We're going to say simply, oh, you know what? I think I should just delete this server. Let me bring in a fresh server. Sorry. Okay. So um the way you assign IP addresses on this is simply around the same way you would for your desktop. Pretty easy and straightforward, right? So here we want to say this is 172.168.10.1. That's the default gateway. And you can see it's 10.1, 172.168.10.1, right? We want to also assign an IP address 172.168.10.2. Let's give it 10.2. Let's make the subnet max class C, and we fix that. So IP helper address 172.168.10.2. And we've done that. So it's pretty easy. So the main configuration is just setting up what do you call it, your assigning IP addresses to the interfaces here. Then every other thing for the other PCs on this network would simply be all hoping on this DHCP server to receive their stuff, and to use your server to serve as DHCP to assign IP addresses to the PCs in this network topology. We're going to come to this section here called services. And in these services, you literally see all the options here, right? So we can actually use this even as a web server if we want. You can use this as a web server too. If you want to use it as a web server, you just do the configuration on the HTTP here. I think we can even do that. Let's try that. This is going to be a DHCP server and a web server. So you can see here that there's DHCP. Let's start with DHCP first. So this is the DHCP section, right? You can see there is already a pool name. You can decide to rename the pool if you want. Maybe let's call this pool KHC1. Then we're going to of course, set the default gateway, which is 172.168.10.1. And one thing we've missed out is that we have to turn it on. The service interface is off, so click on. We've turned it on, right? And is there any other thing we're missing? Nope. Maximum number of users 512. So you can always reduce this however you want. If you want to put it at 25, you're free and all of that. And then when we're done, all we have to say is save. Okay, server pool name cannot be modified. So because server pool cannot be modified, what it did was that it created us a. So what you may want to do on your end is add, right? Now we've created this pool. Let's close this. Let's come to this pieces here. Let's see if it works. DHCP. And you see, immediately it sends the request to the router. The router redirects it to the server, and the server assigns the IP addresses to it. So this is 10.3. Please don't forget to set up that your our IP excluded addresses. It's pretty something we really shouldn't forget, right? IP excluded addresses, just so that there's no occasion where we would have our server like assigning the router's IP address to pieces. Da, 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 da. Then yes, we want to do the same thing for this, right? So we're coming back to this PC. We're going to go back to DHCP. We'll create another pool. Um, create another pool. Okay, we're going to come here. What did we call the other pool? Let's just call it KC2. Initially it was KC Nexus. So the default gateway is 192.168.10.1. 192. So start IP address. What IP address do we want it to start from? So this is like a way of setting your excluded addresses. So you can tell it that hey, start from 5. That way you've excluded from 10.0 down to 10.4, right? So feel free to always ensure you do that. We can do 20 here if we want. And when we're done, we just simply add. And now you see we have KC2, KC1, right? And that's really how easy it is, guys, to really um, configure DHCP server, DHCP using your server and our router. Pretty straightforward and easy. Let's see if this gets its own IP address. It's taking quite longer than it should. Is there a problem somewhere? This guy has received his own, Abby. Seriously, what's going on now? Don't want to receive IP address again. Like, what did I do wrong? Okay, you have your IP address, and what was the problem initially? It's really having an issue with the default gateway. Let me see. Let me see this. Does he have that same issue with default gateway? He has that same issue with default gateway. Let's come back to KC1. Our default gateway is here now. Alright, so let's fix something. These guys here are not actually receiving IP addresses, right? Let me put them back on static. And I think these guys here are not getting the right default gateway. So just some exciting issues. So I just realized that I might have set, let's say, conf t, or let's go back, show run DHCP. What? Why? Why did it? What's going on, bro? This guy did not even. Okay, okay, okay. So I see I did IP helper address for this interface. I don't think I needed to do that because this is already the interface where the server is. I needed to do that for this interface. So let's fix that. Um 001 um what was that command again? Helper address, right? Hmm. Must I type everything in full? 172.168.10.2. Are you happy now? Let's say do show run, just to be sure it's no longer there. Okay, it's no longer there. Okay, so let me exit and go into the 000 interface, and I think we want to set this here 172.168.10.2. Okay, then what could be wrong with this DHCP server? We have KHC1 default gateway 10.1. The start IP is this. Okay, KHC2 default gateway same 10.1, 10.1, 10.1. Everything is looking pretty accurate now. I really do not see. Let's just try again. Hopefully, works out fine this time around. DHCP. Okay, let's see. What is going on? Man, let's try here. Okay, this is working perfectly. Yes, it received IP address and all of that. This works perfectly too. IP address and all of that. I think I might know the problem here. Yes, yes, yes. I think I might know the problem here. This thing might be clashing with this server pool here. Remember, the server pool actually shares the same IP addressing with KHC1. That could really be a problem. And let me see, is it possible to change? Okay, okay. Let's see if this works now. The server pool was causing that confusion initially. So let's see. Exactly. Now you see it's already working very perfectly. So yes. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for hanging around to finish this. I really do hope you've really gotten to learn this. So it's a pretty straightforward thing. You configure your IP addresses on both sections, and all you have to do is come into the services section of your server, and you may just do that, right? So that's that. So the end. So the next one we're going to be looking at is DNS server. So thank you so much, and see you on the next one. Bye.